guys. Okay, it is Full Face Friday, and I've got a full face of Believe Beauty products. Oops, can't see that. Anyway, okay, so this is the primer, and as usual for Full Face Fridays, I'm just going to put the makeup on, and I will talk about them in the follow-up video as far as like how I like them and stuff. This is the, I think it's the Pretty and Primed Stay Put Makeup Primer. So this is for, they had like 3 different primers. Again, that's how it looks. I will just talk about them in the follow-up video. So we'll start off with the primer. I don't really do primers. I'm not like a primer girl. It just seems like an extra step that has never really helped. Some of them, like if you want them for like making your skin look a certain way, like making it look dewy or making it look matte, I've found some of those to be helpful, but for making makeup stay put, I haven't found one that has actually worked for me. Okay, it's not crumbling up or starting to crumble off, so that's good news. Alright, I do have a sponge and a brush for the foundation. I have put up a couple videos about, I think I put up a couple, I can't remember. I know at least I've done a mascara video for Believe Beauty. This is the Dollar General brand. It's been out for a little while. Not long, but a little while. Okay, this is the Skin Finish Foundation in the shade Porcelain. This is the second to lightest shade. Nice bottle. It's glass with the pump, so that's nice. Let's see what we've got. Bit runnier than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be cream-like, but the shade looks pretty good. This is the second to lightest shade. So I think I'll just dot it on and then blend it with brush or sponge, as the case may be. Let's try brush first. Oh, okay. Okay, this looks like one of those foundations where when you put it on and start to blend it out, you think it's going to be like full coverage, but then like it's almost as though the moistury part of it starts to absorb into your skin, almost like a lotion, and then like it's just not, I don't know, like the pigment kind of thins out. So it seems like it's going to be full, real good full coverage, and you have to be careful, but then when you start blending it out, it's just not that full coverage. So okay, so shade looks pretty good, actually. Pretty decent for, this is the second to lightest shade. I felt like the lightest shade would have been too light. Okay, and I'm just going to get this on. And again, I'll talk about all my thoughts and stuff in the follow-up video. Alright, so one pump? Yeah, one pump did my full face, so seems like it'll go a ways. Let me grab a mirror. Just get an up close look. Oh yeah, so the shade looks good. I mean, this looks like it's going to be pale girl friendly. It's not covering up my pores though. I've got a couple pores that are real noticeable now. Yeah, a lot of my pores are pretty noticeable. It's filling up a few of them. Otherwise looking pretty decent though. And honestly, both sides are looking pretty good. I'm just gonna put, let me just take my brush. I'm just gonna kind of blend over this. I feel like I don't need more product. I think that's a good amount. So one pump for your whole face, that seems pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and on to concealer. I am going to have, I can't remember if I put up concealer video yet. Yes, the concealer video is already up, so you now know how I kind of feel about that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use a small sponge for this. A lot of people walking around this forest preserve today, and they're probably thinking I'm a little bit crazy. Little do they know they're absolutely right. A little bit more. Okay, so we're getting some coverage. Looking pretty even so far, so far it's looking pretty good. Let me give that just a second to set while I get the powder ready to go. I didn't see a pressed powder, but they did have a loose powder. Well, you guys hold on one second. This is going to be a beast to get that sticker off, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. The sticker wasn't actually as hard as bad lighting. The sticker wasn't as hard to get off as I had thought. Let's see. There we go. You can kind of get an idea of the, it's pretty yellow toned. This is translucent. This powder is translucent, but it looks pretty yellow toned. So let's just see what we've got. I always powder my whole face. I just like the look of that. If you don't want to do it, obviously you don't have to, but that's how I do mine, and I also use it to set my eyelids and under eyes. So it looks pretty good. I think they had 3 shades of the powder. I can't really remember though, so that's something to think about or to look into. I feel like that kind of took away some of my coverage though, so I don't know. All right. Oh, I just purchased this, and look, the pan came completely out. Let me just open this. I wouldn't normally do blush next, but I was just kind of looking through some of these products, but this is not the first time I've seen this. I've seen another review where the girl had one of her products broken, so they need to kind of fix that little bug in the production process. So that's sort of a mark against it. Now again, I think all these products were under $5, so, but even so, you can have a good product that doesn't break apart even for that amount of money. So they need to kind of step step their game up in that regard. All right, so let's go ahead and do, I'm gonna do, well, I guess we'll just use the blush since we've got it out and we're talking about it. This is a pinky, not pinky, excuse me, it is a peachy blush called Creamy Peach, so that makes sense, doesn't it? All right, oh, now it's kind of making a little bit of a mess everywhere, so I'm just gonna grab some of that on this fluffy-ish brush. Let's see. Oh, we're getting a little bit of pigment. Okay. There's your color right there. So it's pretty matte, I would say. Like, you think there's going to be a little bit of a sheen when you're looking at it in the pan, but there really isn't. It's just pretty matte. It's very peachy. Not much pigment coming off of that, so I don't know. And plus, since it broke, I'm kind of on that one. So, okay, let's go ahead and do eyes, and we'll go ahead and do. I didn't get an eyeshadow because color cosmetics like that to me are just they're kind of a dime a dozen, and you can get good ones for really inexpensive prices. But I did get this oh, I can't talk today. This brow defining pencil in ash brown. It's got a spoolie on the end, and here's the color. So I'm just going to test it. Oh, it's a little bit soft, but not too soft, it seems like. Let me grab a up-close mirror and we'll put that on. They also had a dark brown. Okay, this is a little bit softer of a pencil than I would like. I like my eyebrow pencils to be kind of hard, so you don't end up depositing too much product and it makes your eyebrow look like that. Not good. So this one would probably be a pass for me. I'll talk about it more in the follow-up video though, just so that this video isn't so long. I've got like a little bit of a dry patch right there in my eyebrow, and the product is really trying to stick to it. So I'm just gonna blend a little bit more so it doesn't look so obvious. Okay. I also have a clear brow gel. They had different colors, but I got the clear one because I wanted to do the pencil. Oh, it's just like the Bitsy product with this teeny tiny spoolie, but it's so tiny that it's barely being scraped off by the little scraper in there. So I'm gonna get, yeah, it's pretty gloopy or gloppy. There's a lot of product. I don't know if you can kind of see the shiny. It's on my skin and everything, so not my favorite. All right, we'll talk about it in a little bit. And since I've already pretty much done cheeks, I'm gonna go ahead and also put this highlight on. This is the Champagne Kiss highlight. Getting a little bit of a golden sheen right there, looks like. Take an up close look at that one. It looks sparkly, not just like little sparkles, instead of like just looking like a sheen. You can actually almost see the sparkle particles. So that's not my most favorite look. I'm gonna go ahead and damp that down, but it's not terrible. All right, next thing. I usually like to try a liquid liner. This one is, let's see, Believe Beauty liquid liner in Midnight Jaguar. Why? Well, how come they can't just say black? It's a felt tip, but it's a pretty big felt tip, so. It doesn't look like insanely black, but it's black. I mean, it's black enough, I think. So, wish me luck. I'm gonna attempt to use this. I would prefer like a smaller tip. This tip is actually pretty big, and I can see all that brow gel like just on my the skin of my eye. Oh, now you see that? Now it's getting all gray. Like it's losing pigment, or it's just not saturated enough or something, so that's a mark against it. Oh, look at me, I can't even. Okay, that is the worst wing I've ever done. But you're getting the idea, right? And it's already trying to run out of pigment, see that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of see if maybe I can get some of the pigment to come down. That actually worked a little bit, so let's try it on the other side. See if we can even this craziness out. Look at that thing. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it started out being pretty black, but now it's actually looking like a charcoal gray. Well, Don't do it. I'm not going to even try and fix it. I'm not even going to attempt it. We're getting the idea, I think, though, on the liner. This was the first swipe, second swipe, and you can tell a noticeable difference. Now it's more gray than it was black. Okay, I got another mascara, even though I did a Mascara Monday on the Believe mascaras. This is a different one. They have, oh, maybe 3 or 4 different types. This one is Volumize Mascara, 3 mascaras in one. 1 coat for defined volume, 2 coats for volume and curl, and 3 coats for extreme thickness. So we'll just see. I will probably not do 3 coats. Okay, and it's kind of like an hourglass-ish brush, but it looks like the brush is getting cleared off really well, and I do like that. So I'm pretty hopeful that concealer and stuff is kind of creasing. I do kind of feel like this is lifting my lashes, so if a mascara does that, that's pretty good because my eyelashes want to point down. But it, from head on though, it looks like I don't have any lashes at all. From the side it'll probably look okay, but not because the mascara is bad, but because I got that liner on. Okay, so defined lashes, yeah, I would have to say yes. Let's just do the other eye. I might put a little bit more on just to see what we can do. I'm just not real big about layering up mascaras, like, and having to work real hard to make them work. I just want them to work the first time without having to put in too much effort. And I assume most ladies are like that. They don't have time to be like doing a 4-step process for lashes, you know? Alright. Alright, so I think that's a pretty decent mascara. Not bad. Something's burning my eyes though, and I think it probably is this because they weren't burning before I started to put this on. So that's something to think about. Okay, so last thing we got is lips. And this is a Velvet Matte, I believe, yep, Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Foxy. I should have got a red. They had like a bunch of different colors. I should have got a red, but I just can't stop living my life in the safe zone. Plus I love pinky nudes like this. This is kind of a pinky peach. Okay, this is the same doe foot as the concealer has. I actually like this doe foot because that tip is like perfect for precision. Color looks good. This is like your everyday kind of color. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so that's all the products that I got for today. So I will update in my follow-up video in just a second, and I will see you guys in a minute. Bye.